Okay, I wanted to take a break from the other construction videos to show you how you might want to keep yourself a little bit more organized when making these chairs. You can see here I've got a little plastic tub. This is actually um, something my husband will save for me. This is from ground chicken or turkey, and he washes them out and I sterilize them and I use them for projects. I like them because I've got quite a few of them now. I can stack them together. It'd be neat if I could figure out how to put a lid on here because it's got kind of this, one of the reasons I like them is they've got this nice little flat area here. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. But you can see here, I've got everything that I need inside the box. I've even got the little strips that I've cut. I've got some of the foam pieces that I've cut. I use a lot of just little, I get, again, this is dollar store. I go to the dollar store and I get the inexpensive little Ziploc like bags. So I can keep everything organized, and especially if you have pets or little people that like to get into your stuff, this is a good way to just put everything away and set it up high so they can't get to it, or put it in a drawer or a corner or someplace they can't get to it. So you can see I've got all the pieces here. I also put tools and things in here as well. When it comes to things like the legs and the little wooden pieces, and I know I'm making more, I have little plastic boxes. I think I saved these. These were pins, I believe, came in these boxes. I'm a person who saved all kinds of little containers for things because I always have something small to put in them. Here you're going to be learning about creating the chair leg template. So I've got one of those made and it's in there. Here are my pattern pieces. This is a bag that I just kept from something that I had ordered. It was a supply. I think this was from sequins or beads that I had ordered. For those of you that are going to be using alternate materials like carton board or corrugated cardboard, and perhaps even basswood board or balsa wood, I have you might be using a little pin vise. I need to get some new drill bits. Some of the tiny ones I've broken already. So I put these in here because I may need them. Extra blades. I've got the cardboard and the things that I'm using on these specific pieces, so I haven't I haven't put it away. And then you can see in here, I've even got my sandpaper. I've got the files that I may be using in conjunction with a couple of the other tools. These are really not in good shape. And that big needle that I used in the last video. And this way, it just keeps everything neat and tidy and organized and in one space. So I'm not constantly losing everything. Because when you're working with things that are small, it just, it can become kind of difficult to find everything. And this extends even into how I'm storing the woods, the bamboo and the woods that I use. It's just easier. This was, I think, a big tomato. I think these were for tomatoes when my husband was making chili. So I've got them there and I can move them off when I need to. And for things like, toothpicks, this is, in the US, we get these plastic bottles for our prescriptions. So I use these a lot for things like, this is my Franken PVA that I use with paper. These are the little bits of that I chop off the ends of toothpicks and other things because I use these in the construction of the house. These are some of the wooden pegs that hold things together. So finding things in your recycling bin that you can use for storage can really, really help out. And at this point, I needed to put this together. So then I felt as though I needed to make this little video to show you can do this, again, for not a whole lot of money. I use a lot of recycled stuff in all of my artwork and in my art creation. So that being said, we are going to be moving on moving on in the next video to how to clean up and get pieces ready for the next steps, which include gluing things together and making holes and putting legs where they needed to go.